don't know, 6 out of 10, maybe. Not my
6.5, 6.5.
Not my best, but cheers. Welcome in.
Cheers.
No punts allowed. Good beer, though. Paige, I'm also doing coffee, so
Okay.
very good for me. Coffee and beer. Probably.
Is that like an upper? Is beer a downer? An upper and a downer?
Yeah, these two things definitely are clashing with each other, for sure. But it's
But it's the holidays. It's the holidays.
It's a holiday.
Anything goes.
It's a holiday. Yeah, this is usually the time of year when the pod gets really off the rails. In fact, I think it was last week. It was
Last week was off the rails. If you made it through the entire episode last week, congratulations, because that was a doozy. Especially because we had nothing to talk about, and we were like, "Oh, we have a light week. We have nothing to talk about. It'll be quick." Our poor producer is like, "Really?"
Yeah, bullshit. That's what Matt is thinking, listening to this. So, but it is bowl season, and I love bowl season. I know you love bowl season. We will talk bowl games. We will talk what's going on in the world of football, and we will make some picks. But we got to start, of course, with Mike Leach.
Yes.
This is a fun pod. We like to have fun, and we can embrace some of Leach's quirks. But this has hit me and kind of stuck with me for a few days now. And so I was wondering, like, it didn't sound good. Like when this was happening, it sounded very serious. Like even when I saw the first reports of like airlifted to the hospital, that's not good. And just the reports seem to get like more and more dire. I don't know. I'm struggling with this. This isn't like something, first and foremost, like this doesn't happen ever in the coaching community in general. And then I think the part that's most jarring in a legacy state is how many coaches have come out and talked about him and the influence that he's had on their careers. Like that was the part of all of this that really stood out to me in the days since he's passed.
Yeah, I think the craziest part is if you look at the coaches that are so successful right now, a lot of them have coached with him and are part of his coaching tree. I think the other part of it is that he's so unique in the sense that he was an innovator in a lot of ways on the field. He, was unique in the sense that he didn't play college football and he was different. He was built different. And he was very quirky off of it. We know that, not without controversy, but like it's very strange for a figure who is so, I mean, I was thinking about it. Like, I don't know college football without him because I didn't grow up watching college football. I watched it here and there, but I really started falling in love with the sport when I worked in it and was in college myself. So I don't know college football without Mike Leach. And so it's a very strange concept to sort of, be in a world where he's not going to be a figure in it, because no matter what the topic was, whether it be candy, marriage, what's going on in the world, Bigfoot, like pirates, he had a take on it and he was willing to give it to you. And, he didn't love, I think, the world where you had to give coach speak and be a media guy. He, I think, just embraced it. That was part of his role and he made it his own. And it's very strange to, be living in a world that doesn't have Mike Leach in it.
Smart Football, if you guys follow him on Twitter, had a thread, I think it was yesterday, that goes through his impact schematically on football, both at the college level and high school level and even the NFL. It was fascinating. I implore everybody to go read that because it was really cool. And conceptually, there is something beautiful and completely stubborn about Mike Leach running a playbook sheet that's really small and just ad nauseum running the same damn plays over and over and just doing it better than everybody. I mean, that is really kind of the air raid. Mm-hmm. And I also remember talking to Hal Mummy, who I wanted to reach out to, and I haven't to yet because we've done a couple of stories and talking to him, XFL, and God, maybe even something on Leach back in the day, right? It's been that long, but I've kind of, touched with him here and there. And those two just would like draw up stuff. And it showed like Leach's personality was not that of a football coach. He's not a salesman. He is like almost like a programmer, as someone that works for a video game company, like a programmer mentality that stumbled into all of this. And he was controversial. He could be a prick. He could be really, really funny. He would take the chairs away from his players. There was some stuff that probably people were unhappy with, and rightfully so. But there was also a part of him that is just exceptionally funny and real. I think there was a realness about him
Yes.
that was cool, and sometimes got him in trouble because most coaches would never say some of the shit that he said. And that's why we liked him, because if you put a tape recorder in front of him, he would say whatever. Matt Hayes, who obviously, we've worked with, friend of the program, friend of the show, did an awesome profile on Leach a couple years ago for Bleacher Report. You guys should, I implore everybody to look that up too, if you want to read about the walk they had. It's like, I think about that piece a lot, and I've been thinking about it a lot this week too. So there's no shortage of good Leach anecdotes to like survey the internet for this week. And I'm trying to get in as much as I can because I'm learning a lot about him.
Yeah. No, it was strange to have that all go down, and I feel for his players and his family, because I know too, like, as much as we love celebrating people, it makes it that much harder to lose someone when you're seeing it all over, and it brings you a little comfort, I'm sure, but I'm sure it's not an easy time for that family, especially around the holidays. So we are thinking of them, of course.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. You think about this team and trying to move forward. Yeah. It's really difficult. They were hiring an AD, and I mean, just all of it.
I also thought it was incredibly strange that someone had asked him about, it was Rinaldi, wasn't it, who asked him about his obituary. Somebody asked him. Someone asked him, like, within the last couple of years, like, in your obituary, what do you want them to say about Mike Leach? And he said, well, that's not my problem. I'm dead. Like, that's their problem to figure out. And I just thought that was so crazy that that conversation happened, and it was such a Mike Leach answer. And yeah. I think he would want his team to play. I think all of those things. But it's kind of crazy that was sort of in an interview, because it is a strange question to ask people. Like closely-ish to when they pass, but he gave us the most Mike Leach answer possible there.
Yeah, college football, what drives me, and I think you, and a lot of us to it, is the NFL. There's something sterile about the NFL. I still love the NFL, by the way. I watch, I gamble, I do all those things, but college, it's like the personalities and the pageantries, there's this connection to it that I just don't think any other sport can create. Mike Leach was like his own odd bootleg version of that, and was allowed to kind of thrive in this role. So and again, just seeing the respect from people and reading about his coaching tree, which is way bigger than I thought, and I knew a lot. It's just unbelievable to see. So it's the impact on the sport, the impact on the coaches, the impact on players. Like, it's he could be a jerk, and he knew it, and he kind of embraced it. He was also hilarious and brilliant, and it's there's just not many like him out there. So it was sad. It's sad. All right, other coaching news. Awkward transition. I just want to do. There's no transitioning from Mike Leach, but it is interesting that Drew Brees is now coaching a football team for Purdue.
Yes.
In the Jeff Saturday version of college football, I guess. So what I haven't read. It's the interim tag. He's just kind of coming in. Brom goes back to Louisville and just like, hey, I'm going to get a little taste of this thing and then go play golf. Like, that's the plan.
Yeah. I guess the comment he made was, he's like, oh, I just, wanted to see if I could help in any way, and I could. So this is what I'm doing. I'm like, okay. That's kind of cool though. Think about being those kids. You get to be like, I was coached by Drew Brees.
For sure. Like, this is like Alvarez at Wisconsin. Like, every time they needed a coach, like, get in here, buddy. Get in here for 2 months. We'll pay you $100,000 and here you go.
Isn't that what they did with Eddie O at USC? Like, anytime he was like an intern twice.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just like, we need you. It could be like a consulting business. Like, anytime they need an intern coach.
That would be awesome. Like a substitute teacher, like a substitute coach.
All right, guys, here today we're gonna go to the water park instead for team bonding, like that.
Rolling out the TV. We're going to watch film all day instead of actually practicing.
Christmas movies. Like, that would be me. Like, no, I don't think this will work. I don't know if this is is this going to become the thing though now? Like, celebrity intern coaches. Yeah.
Celebrity.
Like,
which is so weird because they're famous.
Down.
Yeah, that would be something. Like your most famous alumni. I mean, I'm sure
I
Gronk
don't know.
would love to be
Oh my God.
the interim head coach he'd love to go back to college, I'm sure. Hit up Dirtbag.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that would not go. It would not go well. But actually, would be. Yeah, who would be the Gronk's pretty good in terms of like most hilarious.
Most
coach.
hilarious. Yeah.
Just bring in like a comedian or something. Like
Marshawn Lynch at Cal.
Marshawn Lynch on Cal would be very good. Also,
wow, we should do like in the off season, do like best like quote celebrity coaches for each like team that has like affiliation with them.
I'm in. I'm in. No, that would be. But it's fun. I don't know if it really matters or not, but I just found it very
it's bowl season. Headline. This is fun. It's supposed to be fun.
Is National Signing Day a thing still?
Yes, it's the week of Christmas. Thanks, NCAA. Appreciate it.
So
I don't want to spend time with my family. It's fine.
I covered this sport, and I was going to look at this before the pod, and like I didn't even know if it were because I've heard nothing about it.
Yeah, it's next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, I guess.
I can promise you, everyone listening, we do like big picture stuff. The big picture stuff's kind of fun. Like A&M just spent another $1 billion.
I was like, PR-wise, hey, we actually have a lot of content.
Oh no, absolutely. People love recruiting, and it's fun. I just don't. I think to do it well, you really have to cover it. Like you really have to immerse yourself. You can't.
Well, now it's just pure chaos.
The coverage.
This is very random, which classic. I saw an article about how like a lot of like really good high school recruits don't have offers right now for like the fall because coaches don't know what their roster is going to look like. They don't know what they need because of the transfer portal and early signing day. They just have no idea. So like the 3-star, 4-star area, they have no idea because they're like, okay, we could get a guy who's a transfer. So transfer portal stuff is like delaying kids getting offers. And like before we were giving kids offers in the 8th grade and now it's like delayed until like they're almost kind of concerned because which is COVID, so crazy.
Transfer portal.
It's insane.
It's a mess.
Yeah,
by the way,
this sport is really a mess right now.
My DMs are blowing up.
Why? What happened?
No, in a good way. People are getting their municipal gear left and right today. Gotten 3 DMs, municipal. Thank you, making Christmas and the holidays badass for these folks. So
making spirits bright.
Got them yesterday. Got them.
This is awesome. Like our mid ad read, mid part of the episode.
But like I saw I don't get a lot of DMs. Oh, Chris Felica though in here. Talked to the Bear. Wished him congratulations.
Yeah, very exciting to have him at Fox.
Our mid episode ad read, but it is cool to see that stuff is arriving. So if you did win, you should check your mail because it seems like people are getting stuff, and I am excited because Municipal has some more goodies for me coming my way.
I need to request the purple sweatshirt that I saw, or a fuchsia sweatshirt that I saw someone
post. I
am
seeing it. What did I see? A commercial for them. I was watching something.
Oh.
Was it UFC?
Maybe.
I think they've been UFC. On a couple. It was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
They've been on a couple.
We were first.
Yeah, we were we were this crew, so we were OGs. I did send you and AJ the video that I think you should recreate for the internet.
I did see that finally, and I know AJ would like that, of course. Content-wise, I don't know how I would fare, but I'm in all the ways. So, yes, No Punch 20, municipal.com, and thanks to everybody reaching out saying they got their stuff. Yes. Can I rant? I love bowl season.
Yes.
I think I talked about this last week. What? Oh, your dog?
My dog.
That's right. I before we got on air, my cat was down here.
He's really losing it. Someone's Christmas present is here.
Wow. It's all right. It's good. We haven't heard him in a while. He was on like long overdue. It's like a character on a sitcom that doesn't make an appearance, and we need to have him in. Are you texting your family now?
Someone.
Shut the yeah. So I'll start my rant then while you yell.
Okay.
At your
family.
Yes, So I love bowl season, and my first locks of the week for the year are out now on Bleacher Report. So if you want them, I mean, you're going to get a bunch of them here shortly. But I'm struggling, Paige. Roster management is really hard, and like UTSA Troy, which is a really good game. the lines moved like 3 points in like a day or two toward UTSA. And I'm like, did someone opt out? Is someone hurt? Did a coach leave? I am really struggling to keep up with all of this. And it's not just that game.
Yeah.
Look at Tennessee. Tennessee has people declaring left and right. It's really hard to do right now.
So I do the the day of vibe. Remember I told you I was really riding the day of vibe. That was my thing. And since we decided last week that I wouldn't look at any spreads and we would guess the spread of games, so I have not looked at spreads, and I'm going simply based on team and vibe, which is a terrible strategy, but also like could work in bowl season, you know? And I'm justifying it obviously because if I lose money, I could be like, well, look, I didn't even try. But
I was writing my locks and I'm like, there's this, you could question the motivation for this team. And then I realized the next one, I'm like, motivation's not going to be a problem for that. It's like,
exactly. It's whatever fits for whatever matchup.
Oh, yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah.
I'm like mindset wise, like, I totally am on the same page. No pun intended.
Okay. So do you want, do you want to do a little guess that point spread?
Yeah. Also,
I love the names of these bowls and I appreciate you writing out the entire name of it.
I copy and pasted, but
whatever you did, it was awesome. So we have bowl games. We're recording late this week, so you might be watching a game right now while you're listening to this. If so, cheers. The Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl, Miami versus UAB.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a feel?
Is UAB favored?
Yes, by a fair amount of points. It's kind of a hint.
By 12?
10.5.
I was going to say 10.5.
Total is 45.
Total is 45. Which, by the way, we need to talk about the Army Navy.
Oh my God. Holy
total
shit. I had the over and it felt
gross. We hammered the over.
I was dirty.
Hilarious.
I was dirty, Paige.
Okay.
Like, I had people up in my mentions. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you had a paralyzed look on your face. I had people in my mentions like, you lucky fucker. Like, of course it was lucky. That's a dirty way to win. I didn't feel good about that. Well, I did, actually. I felt
great about it. I felt great about it because I was like, this is not going to work out. This isn't good. Kramer and I were literally on the podcast being like, this is the easiest bet you'll make all year. Hey, it worked out. We sweated a little bit.
A blocked punt. There was no touchdowns in the red zone, right? Like a blocked punt
no touchdowns
and then
in the end zone. That would be impressive.
Well, I'm sorry. Red zone. This is not a Cutwater situation yet. But it was horrible. And then it went to overtime. I was like, oh man, somebody's going to miss like a field goal and then it's over. And then it was like, boom, boom, total's over, the end. People were not happy though with me and my winning bet, which, okay, it's cool. If I had the under in that, I'd be pretty pissed too. But guess what? I didn't. But so anybody out there giving me shit?
Win.
Sucks for you guys and your unders. Sucks to suck. Do we want to talk about the UAB?
Bet in the Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl?
I don't think I left it. We have to have a bet for every game, right? Isn't that like what we should be doing?
Yeah.
It's like the bowl season.
I mean,
So hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Betting locks. Where the hell did my locks of the week go? That's not good. I'll find it. Oh, here we go. I don't have a great feel in this. My only vibe is because you are the vibe check situation.
Vibe check. Yes.
UAB was not. I mean, they hired Trent fucking Dilfer. So where are they at mentally as a program?
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think they seem very happy with that.
But isn't Miami of Ohio like not good?
Correct.
You know what? I'll take UAB in this.
I will too, but I'm playing so much chalk. I'm a little alarmed by how much chalk I like. It's not good. Okay. We're on the same side here. Now this is a very good game. The Duluth.
Actually, I'm going to mark this for producer Matt purposes.
Curable.
Same.
I have been told that Duluth is great, by the way.
Duluth.
I think it's like the
no
Boxers
free
or
ads
whatever.
here, Adam. Duluth Trading Cure Bowl.
They're underwear. Like
Yes.
people, Duluth has got some play. Now they have a bowl game. You're right.
No
But
free
underwear's,
ad
it's like an
reads.
underwear bowl.
You're not even
How funny is it that it's a boxer bowl? Like, come on.
I love how you were like alluding to the joke, and you were like so upset that I wasn't like acknowledging your dad joke there, and I was like, just give it to me. And I'm like, you're giving them free press here on our podcast.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, this is great. Bowl season, like these fucking names are hilarious. Okay, but this game is actually very good. UTSA versus Troy.
Okay.
And I alluded to the line movement here. I like Troy.
There's been line movement.
There has been line movement. So right now it's pick 'em.
Hold on.
Oh,
it's right now. You said it's pick 'em.
Yeah, I blew it. Your game.
In the most like typical no puns allowed fashion, we like establish a game that we're
and ruined it on number 2. Well, I talked about it earlier that they had moved 3 points, and
I would have guessed Troy was favored by 2.5. That would have been my answer.
That's what it has been for like a week.
Okay.
Or really since the bowl started. And then now there's movement. Now this game is actually very fun. 2 ranked teams. Troy very good defensively. UTSA very good offensively. Do you have a bet in this game at all?
Yeah, I would take Troy. It's just pick 'em, right? I would take Troy.
We're team Troy again.
Up to 2.5. Look at us being the same.
I know. Okay. So that is Friday. Saturday, one of my favorite days for bowls, by the way, because it's if you got to wrap some presents or whatever you got to do on Saturday, you've got we've got 6 bowl games Saturday.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7? There's 7 bowl games on Saturday. I'm gonna wow. And there's UFC. There's gonna be some alcohol consumed on Saturday. Wow. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For some reason it says 6 on ESPN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
I took these from the FBS schedules because I didn't want to look at spreads, and so I didn't go to ESPN on purpose.
Oh, Jackson State versus NC Central is not on this bowl for whatever reason. Why wouldn't it be? It's weird. Okay, in any event, let's go down. We'll hit some of our favorites. So the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, the Scott Satterfield, this is super awkward bowl, Cincinnati versus Louisville. What do you think that the point spread is? I almost blew it again, but what do you think the spread is here?
I actually don't know who would be favored in this game. Is it a close spread?
Yes.
Okay. I would maybe venture to guess that Louisville would be favored. I feel like Cincinnati was ranked, so
Louisville is indeed favored. You are all over this game.
By 2.5, 3?
1. And I think it's been at Pick'em. The total in this one is 40. Malik Cunningham opted out. No coaches. I think there was rain in the forecast. Like really gross weather.
I love there's rain. This is what bowl season is like. It has nothing to do with football. It has nothing to do with football.
I'm going to get you a weather. I love doing the bowl weather reports. Let me do a quick weather. I did look the other day and it looked horrible. And the total has come down. Wow. Gale warning in Boston right now. So Friday, gale, like wind. So rainfall may be over an inch tomorrow. 40 mile an hour winds.
Gale?
Saturday, rain or snow in the morning, winds 25 miles an hour. This is an under game, Paige.
But I'm still confused as to what a gale is.
A gale wind? Gale? You've never heard that?
No. Did I skip something in science class?
I'm going to pull up the definition. A gale is a strong wind. The word is typically used as a descriptor in nautical contexts. The U.S. National Weather Service defines a gale as sustained surface winds moving at a speed between 34 and 47 knots.
So you know that I live in a state where you really don't have to check the weather that often because
you know what snow is.
Well, I do know what snow is, but that's, what I don't have here.
This is what we do on the pod. We educate. So it's going to be fucking windy, apparently.
Windy and rainy.
Some gales out there. So what's your bet? I am under on this game. Do
What's
you have
the
a play?
total?
40.
Mm,
Are we doing like communal locks here?
yeah, we are. We'll be on the same bet. I can agree to that.
Okay, good.
So
All right, so we're going under. I like this. We are always like going against one another, not intentionally. Maybe this is the way to harness our powers together, like Dakota rings.
we're
and
better.
then,
We're better
you know,
together.
Better together. Yeah, this is good. All right.
All right, Jack. Johnson.
The SRS distribution. I'm like looking at my screen like an old man. Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
Florida versus...
Oregon State.
Okay. So I do know that this was included in your locks.
Yes.
I purposely didn't check what you picked on this.
Wrote. Thank you.
For the sake of the pod, okay?
I don't read that nonsense, but yes. yeah. Like, I purposely
the funny part
have
about
not
this, I
read
literally have
that
to read
shit.
it every week.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so sick of this shit. God damn it. Give me basketball season.
So I love Oregon State in this game.
So do I. It's a big number.
It's a big spread. I know they're favored. It's big.
It's a... Shit, I almost just knocked my fucking computer over. Did you see that? Startled? I'm looking at point spreads, drinking coffee and beer. It's a lot going on here. It's a big number.
Is
You're
it
collecting yourself?
Is it more than is it more than one touchdown big?
Yes. Yes, it is. Which is kind of crazy, by the way, when you think of it. Like, I do look at this game, just the names on paper, and I'm like, Florida. It's just Florida should never be this big of a favorite against a team like this. And I love Oregon State, by the way.
Is it 14 or 12.5?
It's not it's 10. It's 10. It's gotten up to 10.5, maybe even 11. Now it's come back down.
Which wouldn't be 2 touchdowns.
Well, you said it was 1 touchdown.
Oh, I said 2 touchdowns.
You said was it? Oh, I thought no.
Did I say 1?
We
have the tape that we can run it back. I meant 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Either way, okay. Maybe our plan together better together. I don't know. We're feeding fast. All right. The spread is 10. You love Oregon State, so do I.
Yeah, I'm taking even with the 10.
Florida, by the way, has a ton of transfer portal people.
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, Richardson's gone. Who is their offensive tackle? They have a good O lineman, one of the best in the country, left. I think Florida, by the way, is kind of a mess in general.
Yes.
So, okay, we are Team Oregon State.
We are Team Oregon State. So we're taking...
All right. The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. Why don't we get a no punts allowed?
We talked about this last year. We need a no punts allowed. Who would be the sponsor?
Did you see, by the way, my tweet got featured by BR Betting?
Yeah, I posted it to my Instagram story.
I know. I saw it that. Well, that's true. I did see it. But what was funny about it is they reached out. I think it was like Mike on the BR Betting. He sent me like a DM. He said, hey, we're going to post it on Instagram, but I'm going to tag no punts allowed rather than your personal email or your personal Instagram. You have like kids and stuff. And like, we don't want any weirdos like commenting on your children in your Instagram, which I appreciated. Plus a little love for the pod. Too,
little no punts allowed.
We should
do a municipal giveaway if you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That should be our Christmas one. We'll do it ourselves. Also,
I'm gonna talk to AJ today. We do have some bowl stuff we need to do. We're just very fashionably slow, which is the pod way of life.
But I will say, if you go to our YouTube, our Twitter, and our Instagram, and you send me screenshots that you follow us on all of those things, I will put all the names in a hat, and we will send you a municipal thing.
I like it. You're just making bowl giveaways happen right now, like on the spot.
No, you don't even have to pick. It's not even like you just, it's based on if you do it and I'll put your name in a little thing, we'll raffle it off. I'll give 3 people things.
Still done. Fucking knocking my computer almost over. Jesus.
Sold.
There it is.
We need to get back to bowl games. So Oregon State, we are taking
Fresno State and Washington State in the LA Bowl.
Okay.
Also a very interesting spread.
Is Washington State favored in this?
They are not.
Okay, I'm going to go, well, obviously I know it's Fresno State. Minus.
This line's moved a little bit, too. Not a
3.5?
ton.
3.5?
3.5. Nailed it. I feel like you just like have it in front of you and you're like,
No, I really don't. I could show you.
no, I know. No, I believe you. This is you are here for the content, not to be correct. Like you are here for whatever this is that we're doing. So 3.5. It was 2.5. It was 3. Fresno State's getting some love. Do you know how many yards? We'll do another game. How many yards did Washington State allow against Washington? I know this because I looked it up for my story. I don't know this kind of shit off the top of my head. I just looked it up.
Oh, I have no idea. Total yards?
703. 703.
I would have said somewhere in the 500 range, but which is still a lot, but like,
which is a ton. Why? So yeah, Michael Penix had himself a day. I bet Washington State, it did not go well. They were scoring quite a bit. They're a fun team. So I'm a little surprised. Now, Fresno has had a really odd season. It's like a tale of two seasons. They had to play USC. I bet them against USC. They lost 4 games in a row, and then I think they won their last 8. And I like Fresno here. I don't know if you have an opinion. We can sway. We can go a different side. I liked Fresno more at -3. I'll still bet them at -3.5. I think Washington State has some opt-outs too.
Okay, we can go Fresno State.
What's the total? We need to get some more totals involved. 53. Kind of like
No.
the over too. No? Okay.
No, don't touch that one.
I feel like that's.
I'm good with totals, trust me.
Yeah. We've gone through the roller coaster of like overs, unders, back.
I did totals week where I just took totals all together.
How did that go? Do you remember?
Really well. I did fine when I picked totals.
I think it did. All right. I think we need to take a total in this game because I got to be honest. I know very little about this. We watch this sport. I'm not ashamed to admit it. The Lending Tree Bowl, Rice versus Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all the commentary I have.
I feel like the Lending Tree bowl is like it's been around for a while. That's a very short bowl name.
So how many people will be at this game? It's going to be in Mobile, Alabama. I like Mobile. Rice is 5-7. Southern Miss is 6-6. This is going to be played at 4:45. If you are a degenerate, you will be watching this game. If you're a true degenerate, you will be at this game. And do you have a point spread? Good luck.
Rice is favored, right?
Southern Miss.
What? Then no, I have no idea. I'll guess.
6.
Oh.
God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things, Paige.
I was going to say 5.5, but
6.5.
6.5. So
would you like a weather report while we're there?
I would like to know what the total is.
45.5. We should get in on this total somehow.
45.5.
So weather on Saturday, cloudy with occasional showers, not much wind. What about Saturday night? No, it looks like it's going to clear. I think weather should be okay. Do you know what the temperature is in Mobile this time of year? I had no idea. 62 degrees tomorrow. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's humid there.
And here. 40s after that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this game. You want to go over or you want to go under?
Let's go over for fun. We'll sweat it out. Let's go over for fun.
Now this game is fun. Let me get back to here. So we've got now the New Mexico Bowl, SMU versus BYU. 2 really bad defenses. both ranked.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's the total in this?
Outside the top 100. So the total in this, we won't do the line. I won't blow that. The total in this is 64, and I believe my play on locks was to go over. Now this is another game though that's done some really odd line movement the last couple of days.
Is BYU favored?
They are not. They are not.
How big's the spread?
Not that big. We've already had a spread of this magnitude.
3.5? 1?
Yep.
3.5?
3.5.
I would take BYU.
SMU, I'm so fucking mad at them against Tulane. I don't know if you remember that. It was a Thursday night game. And I really liked SMU. I think the spread was only 3.5 or 4. And this is like, you know, when you tell your friends, they're like, hey, I need a play tonight. And you're Tulane. Shout out Tulane, by the way.
You're wearing a shirt for those not watching on YouTube.
That's right. We are an audio medium. Maybe I should explain that. Also,
Tulane.
But, you know, it was like everybody needed to play. And I'm like, SMU. And I remember, like, I had a good friend of mine who was like, after the first quarter, they were losing 21-0 or something. It was horrible. And he's like, don't you fucking watch football? Like those kind of texts. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm sorry, man. So SMU kind of let me down. So I could get on the BYU bandwagon.
We're going with BYU. Let's take BYU.
Okay. And I think I had the over in locks. I think so. But let's make.
What was the total again?
I was checking now what the 64.5. 64. Now it's 64. I got 64.5. So people are betting the under. Okay. The Frisco Bowl.
Frisco Bowl.
North Texas versus Boise State. 8:15 start time.
Classic.
In Frisco, Texas.
Because Boise fans are used to being up really late for games.
Yeah, this is just like, who the fuck's gonna watch this game? There's like NFL games competing with this. I'm gonna watch. To be clear, that's not what I'm talking about here. It's nationally
normal
here.
people.
Yeah,
normal folk. Trying to think. Is it a big spread?
Line, big line, and we've already had a spread like this as well.
Okay, so maybe 10.5.
Nailed it.
Boise
State 10.5. Total is 59.
This is a fun game. Maybe this could be my new hobby: guessing spreads.
You can do it with any sport. Every single day. Yeah,
this is fun. It's fun for me.
It's good. It helps you also. It's harder with some of these teams, like Southern Miss. You're like,
Yeah,
You think back to all the Southern Miss games
I hope that people listening to this podcast are doing it along with me and seeing if they can get it right as well. We should have prefaced that at the beginning.
Play along at home. So I like Boise State.
Yeah.
They lost to Fresno to close out the year. I can't believe how much better they got. I was shitting all over them to the start of the football season. Their starting quarterback literally entered the transfer portal, lost, and was like, I'm out. And then they got good. So I like Boise State.
I like it.
Okay. Now, so that's Saturday. Monday. Oh yeah, baby. Can't wait for this one. The Myrtle Beach Bowl between UConn and Marshall.
Two things here. One, have you ever been to Myrtle Beach?
I never have, and I need to.
Me neither. But I feel like, I know they have like a minor league team there.
Do a weather check. Where the hell do they play this game?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
I know it's in Myrtle Beach. I mean, does the California? We are killing them tonight together as a group. You and I. The weather's going to be fine.
Are there any
if
gales?
This game is in Myrtle Beach, what stadium is it? Hold on. The Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. Is that like? I'm looking it up now. We're all educating ourselves. Oh, that's where Coastal plays.
I was gonna guess that, but I didn't know if that was close enough.
Should,
But I remember
I should have known that.
we should have known that based on the mullets that were at Coastal.
Yes.
That would have been a good clue. Marshall,
by the way,
UConn.
UConn is in a fucking bowl game, which is awesome.
Are they favored in their bowl game?
No.
That's kind of messed up. I mean, look, I know Marshall beat Notre Dame. Congratulations, but like
they actually ended up 8-4. That was another team. I was looking at their season.
This is the bowl of like.
They closed out strong.
Wow, you're in a bowl. Like we had the expectation was low, and you guys just really.
So Marshall, you talk about riding the roller coaster, beat Notre Dame, lose to Bowling Green, lose to Troy, but okay. Beat Gardner-Webb, lose to Louisiana, not good. Beat James Madison, which is a really good win. Lose to Coastal, and then they won out. And
okay.
Wait, App State. App State was bad. Beat App State though.
Well, is the spread bigger than a touchdown?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Is it 7.5?
It is 10.
Wow.
And the total is 41.
Give UConn some credit.
I know. I kind of want to bet UConn. I also feel like UConn's going to just get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah. We should go with like Marshall as a collective. As being responsible gamblers like we are.
I know, but like I want UConn to do well. But I feel like the whole world wants UConn to do well.
Hold on. I bet Marshall last bowl season. And I remember because I was on a ski trip in Park City, Utah, and I was watching that game, and they did not cover. And I just remember being so upset. I mean, beverages were had, but I was very upset at Marshall. So I feel weird now betting them because I'm all about vibes.
Do we want to
just... If UConn wins this, I'm going to be so pissed.
With our heart?
We'll bet Marshall. We'll bet Marshall, but if I just want it on the record.
Dead to us game?
I will never bet Marshall again if they ruin this for me.
I like it. This is a rubber meets the road betting game.
Drawing the line.
I'm in. All right, so Marshall, I'm so chalky. We are so chalky, but I'm a little worried how much chalk I have. Okay, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl with the Eastern Michigan versus San Jose State. Now, I know we talked about this last year, but we have to talk about the famous Idaho Potato mascot. I don't even know if he's still the mascot.
Idaho.
Good beer. Where it was raining that one year and that poor person was holding the fucking umbrella for that giant potato so he wouldn't get wet in the rain. One of my favorite bowl memories ever. Also, you know that this game is going to have really weird commercials. It always does. And I actually know someone going to this game. Don't know why. I think they're there and they're said, screw it.
Might as well.
So if you want to watch Eastern Michigan and San Jose State play a football game, you can. This is not a huge. It's not a huge line.
Not a huge line. Is San Jose State favored?
Yes, they are.
3.
3.5.
3.5.
So, I don't know. I don't have a great feel for this. San Jose State.
I know we just talked about being chalk, but I think we should stick with San Jose State.
We're so chalky, but I'm in.
So chalk. Oh, the next one's kind of a good one. The roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl.
You ever been to Boca?
No, but I've been close. That sounds really dumb. But like I went to a Miami game and Boca's like not that far from there.
No.
And we drove a little bit further. And I feel like I was kind of there, but it's like, isn't it where people retire and then where Lane Kiffin's resurgence happened?
Yeah, that's where my only time at Boca was to do.
To do the Lane story.
And I remember I had some downtime in between interviews and just drove around. Really nice, pleasant. I don't think I'd live there right now. Pleasant. But like very
right
quiet.
Now, but when your kids are grown and have their own kids,
when I'm
an
old, which is getting closer by the day. Boca is nice. Okay. I'm Team Boca.
Team Boca.
So okay,
Liberty versus Toledo.
All right, so this is another weird game. Fucking Liberty really sucked down the end. I was just looking this up.
I'm going to take Toledo. I don't even know what the spread is or if they're favored or what's happening, but I would take Toledo. Is Toledo favored?
Mm-hmm. By
7.5?
Less than a touchdown.
Less than a touchdown?
Yep.
Is it another 3.5?
It's 5, which is a really odd spread. You don't see many fivers out there. By the way, Liberty's last 3 games. You lose to UConn. You shouldn't lose to UConn. Go UConn. You lost to Virginia Tech, who was terrible. And then you lost 49-14 to New Mexico State, which that was when Hugh Freeze left, right? So, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, we're taking Toledo. Holy Toledo.
I don't know if I watched Toledo play down this year. Just being completely honest. Toledo beat UMass, beat Long Island, gave up 77 to Ohio State. Remember that? You had the under in that game, I think.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, they don't murder people. They don't play murder ball.
77, assholes. Lost to San Diego State. Yeah, whatever. I like Toledo. I'm there, too.
We're taking Toledo.
Okay.
Like I said, I also like to say Holy Toledo, so that feels...
It's good, yeah. Will they score a touchdown?
Holy
The
Toledo.
last bowl we're going to preview. This is fun, by the way, where we're just meandering through bowl season. I actually enjoy this. The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl.
First of all, New Orleans. We love that place.
New Orleans? Yeah, we got to get back there.
We love NOLA.
So the R&L
Western
Carriers...
Kentucky versus South Alabama. Fun fact, I have a South Alabama sweatshirt. I was on their campus when I went to
the Jaguars?
Senior Bowl.
You know what I saw today driving? Coyote. Almost hit it with my car.
I almost hit a fox the other day. It looked like
the shit out of me this morning.
What's that live action? It's a kid thing. And there's a fox. And it looked like the live action version of that fox.
Zootopia?
Maybe, yes. No. It's more live action-y. I will remember it. It's like, I think it's a Disney thing.
Oh, yeah, you're saying live action, not kid thing. I can't get that fox.
It is a kid thing, but it's a live action version of like a cartoon, I think. But yes, I almost hit a fox. Wow, crazy that we both almost hit. I would have pulled over and sobbed my eyes out. Just a heads up. Like, I can't do that.
Those are beautiful animals, though. Like, fox, they are gorgeous. Coyotes, this thing looked like a mangy... it's like the second time this year I've almost hit a coyote, by the way. One was like 100 feet from my house, which I could frankly do without.
Yeah, especially with small children.
Also, we were talking about the mascot of the Jaguars. That's how I got there. So apologies.
that's how our brain works. But I have a South Alabama. I actually have a South Alabama hat too. A little bit of a rant. There is nothing I love more than merch. So like if I go to a campus or I go anywhere, go to an event, sporting event, whatever, I'm buying merch. Like I don't care that it's so expensive. You know this actually about me.
Yes.
Every time that we've been to a national championship,
yes,
I have to buy merch. I have to. It's like I can't not. I think it's because I love to shop. So I just like love the idea of shopping.
By the way, South Alabama should have beat UCLA earlier this year. Remember that game? That was like week 2 or 3.
Okay.
And now they've got their season up. They won 4, 5, 6, 8 of their last 9 games. The one loss they had in their 2 losses this year: UCLA by 1 and Troy by 4.
Wow.
They're good.
They are.
They're good. We are.
So they're favored.
They're dogs. Nope. Sorry, they're favored.
I was thinking we were changing it up.
Are we betting all chalk? Well, you don't even know what the line is yet. They are a decent size, medium favorite.
6.5?
4.5.
Those are some weird lines. The last 2, 5 and 4.5.
5.5, 4.5. 4.5 is the strange.
People are really just trying to win those. Like, this is what's happening is these teams are being part of like parlays that are like 14 team parlays, and they're like, you know what, we need to boost these odds a little bit. Let's take a.
So where are you going with this game? We going chalk? I mean, we're like all chalk.
We're basically all chalk, but we'll take South Alabama in this. We got to. Okay. Because I have a sweatshirt and everything. This is what gambling is in bowl season. It has no rhyme or reason. At least during the regular season, like I really take the time to like look into stuff, but this, I was like, this you can't, because then you overthink. It's kind of like fantasy football for people that like actually watch football. It's a lot harder than if you're just guessing based on their name and then their status and their projected points.
Correct. So we got a lot of bets. We have a lot of chalk. But that is what we're covering. And then next week we will do the next batch of games.
Next batch. Yeah, we'll do it week by week. I can't
Okay,
believe we're so close to the playoff.
See, we said we're going to keep it short. We're basically at an hour. That's what we do.
It's mostly because you and I are the same and have like rants where we like get off on tangents. Where
Coyotes
and foxes.
Yes. Anything else? I do want to give a shout out to a couple of Christmas movies I watched over the weekend.
Okay.
Christmas Vacation makes me laugh every single time. Doesn't matter the company. And I also watched Die Hard for the first time in a long time.
Okay.
That is a great movie. Like, I don't know if it's a shocking development. Man watches Die Hard. But I have not seen Die Hard in, 20 years. And I really enjoyed it a great deal.
Have you and your family watched any of the new Santa Clauses?
We have not.
The Disney Plus show?
No, we have not yet.
Okay.
Well, okay. We can talk about this. We almost put on the original Santa Claus. Tim Allen. Is Tim Allen in this one?
Yes.
Okay. We almost watched that. But Santa dies in the Santa Claus. Right? He falls off the roof and dies. Like, yeah. I don't know if
have
my kids are ready
kids
for
not
that.
seen
like,
the original Santa Claus?
Like, no. That's what I mean. We were ready to fire it up.
I'm sorry.
No, but Santa
your children have not
dies.
Adam.
Santa. My kids get scared at really odd. Like Polar Express freaks them out. Although that's a good movie. Okay,
to be fair, those kids in those movies look freaky. I'm a little scared of those kids in that movie. The animation freaks me out a little bit in that.
Okay.
There's some weirdness because there's a lot of silence. There's not a lot of talking. I think that getting to see the North Pole, they will forget all about the fact that Santa fell off a roof. I can't believe you haven't shown your kids the Santa Claus. I could see them being afraid of the Santa Claus 2 with the Frosty the Snowman, the Jack Frost guy.
That's not even real.
I can't believe you haven't shown your kids that movie.
We also watched half of Home Alone, and they were like, it's kind of scared. Like, this kid's by himself, and people are trying to break into the house.
Yeah, that would traumatize me as well, because I think everybody's breaking into my house, and I'm 30 years old. But I think any noise that I hear at night, I'm like, I have to sleep with noise canceling stuff because I can't.
Well, I'm the same way, but when my family is out, then I'm scared. I'm like, the hell is that? It's a cat.
You haven't let your kids watch the Santa Claus.
It's not like I'm not forbidding them.
Yes,
it's not
are.
Like this
you
is
haven't
a
shown
no
them.
Santa Claus house.
That's a top 5 Christmas movie of all time. You're depriving them of childhood memories.
Can I also say I ranted about this over the weekend. There's not a lot of really good Christmas movies.
Yes, there are.
No, there are not. Okay, top 5 Christmas movies.
Movie.
It's fine. Top 5 Christmas movies. Are we doing this? Let's do it real quick.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta write mine. I'm writing mine down.
I'm writing down.
Okay,
I can name mine off the top of my head.
Okay, go ahead. I'm working through my list.
Okay, mine in no particular order because I don't want to put them in an order because I feel like they have different things.
Oh, jeez.
They do. Okay. They have different elements. So the Santa Claus, first of all, Jingle All the Way, the Family Stone.
Wow.
That's the Family Stone is one of my favorite movies of all time in general. Just Friends. That's a Christmas movie in my opinion. Friends? With Ryan Reynolds? Are you kidding? That's an adult one. That's a Christmas movie in my opinion.
Rom-coms. Is that a romantic comedy? I just wanted to say rom-com.
Yes, but excuse me, The Family Stone is not a romantic comedy. That's kind of a sad movie.
I've never seen it. I've heard
Jingle
it's
All the Way. Jingle All the Way is not a rom-com, and neither is The Santa Claus. I need one more. Let's see.
How could you not have Christmas Vacation on your list? Don't tell me you've never seen Christmas. Okay, thank God. Thought we were gonna have a moment. Okay.
No, I just.
Home Alone
by the
is
way,
on
I
my
watched
list.
the Christmas. I watched the Christmas Story. It was just
The
like
new
on
one?
in the background when I was somewhere, and I was like, "This movie's so bad."
It's getting good reviews, I thought. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm not here for that.
No, the Christmas Story.
Yeah, they have
The
the new
original
one.
No, the original.
Oh well, now though,
They're
did you
gonna
see
shoot
they
your
did
eye
a
out, kid. There's a new one.
so there's a new one where he's an adult. It's actually
There's
him.
a good one.
No, it's the Cobra Kai. You know, Cobra Kai is like. Have you watched Cobra Kai? So it's
No,
a
my
Karate
dad
Kid,
watches that show.
but the kids are grown up and they're adults. So they took Ralphie is an adult, and
I have not seen that.
Neither
Okay,
have
I'll
I.
watch that.
But the Rotten Tomatoes apparently are pretty decent on it.
Okay. Good.
So
Give your movies because I still need one more.
I'm still struggling. All right, Die Hard. I'm going to put on it. Die Hard was
That's
fucking
allowed.
great. Christmas Vacation is
Oh,
on
The
it.
Holiday.
This is like the Hallmark Christmas movie selection that you have here.
First of all, Just Friends and what's it called? Jingle All the Way. Comedy.
All right, I've
Then I had
got
The
my
Family
list.
Stone, really sad. Santa Claus, a classic. And then The Holiday is like a actually really good movie.
I've got Die Hard, Charlie Brown's Christmas. The fact that I can have those two side by side is just wonderful.
Okay.
Christmas Vacation, which is to me number one. Scrooged with Bill Murray.
I do enjoy that movie.
And I have Home Alone.
Those are
That'll be
good.
my top 5.
You don't like the Santa Claus?
I gotta watch it. 'Cause I'm getting
Yeah,
Santa
because
Claus
clearly
shamed
you're depriving
here.
your children.
Jesus, it's like, Santa dying in front of them and just like.
Look, I think you're a great parent. I would say, like, out of all the parents that I know, you're a pretty good one. Top tier, if I could say that. But
you're up there.
You're up there. But depriving your children from watching the Santa Claus.
We're gonna do this.
That's where I draw the line, Adam. It's where I tell you, you know what, buddy? I'm giving you my unsolicited parenting advice.
My other advice to anyone out there who's listening, who's not had kids, or maybe kids are too young, Elf on a Shelf. I think I ranted about this last week. This elf is gonna fucking kill me. This elf, moving him every week is exhausting.
Dude, what's your elf's name?
Elfie. I didn't name him, okay? I knew I was gonna get elf name shaved there.
Elf name shaved.
There is nothing worse than 11:30 at night. I just finished writing a story. I lay down, I lay in bed, I close my eyes, and I think, I didn't move that fucking elf, and now I have to go get up and do it. That is December. You can end, okay? This elf is exhausting. So parents out there, just know what you're getting into with this elf. They're going to want him to do crazy things like get into the candy and hide in the chandelier and do that. Just it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. And I'm going to complain about it every week at this point until it's over with. Now I'm done. That's all I have.
Now we're done. All right. Well, for Paige, Adam, and Hank,
Cheers.
of course. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next week.